talking to Kevin about that and thought it'd be a good idea to share with the people out there, um, or just talk a little bit about budgeting since we're
Mm-hmm.
getting into the new year. It's a good time to start and all that good stuff.
It's definitely
So
important.
yeah, so talk me through your budget experience and history and how y'all do things.
What history? I got history because I don't know what to talk. No, I mean, I'm honestly and truly over the past like year and a half, I really started to trying to budget. You know what I'm saying? What bills come out this time of the month? What bills come out this time of the month? How much we spend on eating out?
Mm-hmm.
Versus stuff the kids need, groceries. You know what I'm saying? Put that on a plate, and I pretty much cut the fat, if you will,
Sure.
off of that after I do it. Like for instance, the eating out. Yeah, we're gonna cut out eating out because that's like $100 a month we don't need to spend. Or if we're in Augusta, we got the whole squad. That's $275.42 that we don't need to spend a month.
Sounds like you might be a little touching a nerve again, bro.
I don't know what it is, man. Something about today,
Oh,
man.
I
I
don't
told you I'm
know.
burnt out, man. I'm up and
Yeah,
sleepy
man.
right now, man.
All right, we'll
Feel
give
my
you a
pain.
hug, man. Send you a care package or something.
It's
Damn.
been a long
Long way.
day. But no, seriously, but that's basically it. The unnecessary shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would find yourself paying for 5 or 6 different streaming apps, for example, but you only use 2 of them bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of something you taught me.
Oh,
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
terrible for that, but go ahead.
Yeah, I do the same shit. So I've lately been doing it. Like I ain't gonna say everyone I had, but I had like 5 or 6 of them going.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of add-ons to those streaming apps I don't use, don't watch. And after you cut them shits, my budget could change to where okay, I could save this money, but now I
Mm-hmm.
do have a little bit of money to play with for accessories, or if the wife wants to go and get her a new pair of shoes, or the kids need A, B, and C, or they want money. Yeah, as far as my but I ain't gonna say my, I'm gonna say our,
Mm-hmm.
because when you're married, it's a team. Another podcast for another day. But you know what I'm saying? We're a team, so we go over what needs to be paid, what doesn't need to be paid, who needs what, and you know what I'm saying. We even incorporate Janae's up and coming business. Shout out to Isla Nanny Creations. If you need
Mm-hmm.
something made, get at my wife. She can hook you up.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
drop the link in the description of the video.
oh yeah. Um, but yeah, we just work through it, figure out what we need, and it's actually been pretty successful. Like, and there's no more when you're budgeting, you're not check to check anymore. Shit, I'm seeing my credit score go up and things like that, man. So as far as budgeting for me, that's pretty much it. I know you got more experience, and as you go into it, because I know you about to go in, because this is your shit right here. This is your baby right here. Go ahead and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Go get your popcorn, go get your accessories, because brother's about to go get down in here. But it's
Oh
some good
man.
information, and I know you about to drop some jewels, and I know it's some stuff that I don't know. So without further ado, brother.
I think it's so everybody. Just to go backtrack a little bit. About a year, maybe two ago, uh, I thought about doing a blog just about budgeting and financial stuff because I realize a lot of times when you talk to a lot of our people, they're not budgeting, especially some of the young folks. They're not budgeting, they're not saving, they're not planning for the future. And when I talk to my brother and my sister just about some basic budgeting shit, I realized that there's just so many out there that don't know it. So I'm not gonna lie, I hate writing. So I made it about 3 posts in the blog. Found out today that the site's gonna go down into this month, so I'm okay with that. But
R.I.P.
yeah, man, it'll live on through foul language. So for me, budgeting is real important. You don't have to. You can make it as restrictive or as generous as you want. You just got to live through it. And one of the things we strive in our budget is to make sure that much as we can, that shit's on autopilot. So the amount that's saving, the amount that's invested, bills, sinking funds, all that stuff is just automatic. And then whatever's left, if it's something outside of the money that we have for Kim has her money for random stuff. I have my money for random stuff. So like if I see, you know, a random cigar part on a random motorcycle part or something like that on sale, I don't have to feel guilty because I bought it
Right.
without, saying, hey, I bought this. Is that all right? It's out of the extra money allocated to do what the hell I want to do with. So it's all good. So one of the things I think about when I set a budget up and we're getting ready to do our budget for 2021, yeah, we do our budget for the year. and we tweak it throughout, but we have a budget that we track every year. And what I found is that your budgets kind of fit, kind of like those unexpected expenses, those regular expenses that you're going to see every month that stay the same, like those car payments, the rents of the mortgages, your insurance payments, stuff like that. And then you're also going to see that stuff that varies, like your light bill, your water bill, stuff like that. And that's what gets people, is those ones that are like, oh, I had a slow leak in my toilet and my water bill went up a whole bunch. So how do you adjust when you have those kinds of things? And that's where the cool thing about the year budget is, you get to see, over time last year, what you spent and when, and you can kind of plan out for the next year how much you need to spend. So man, budgeting is like real important. It helps you set your goals, and it should reflect your goals. Like if you're trying to get all your debt paid, your budget should look like something like that. If you're trying to become a mega millionaire and do all the investing or get into real estate or whatever you're trying to do, you should make that budget reflect that. Now, if you want to, like we talked about last week, blow money on the strip clubs and all that stuff, make sure that's in your budget, man. If you and the family, or if it's just you, if that's what your budget looks like, man.
Oh, it's Tuesday. I'm gonna go see cinnamon. I'm gonna go see cinnamon on this bright
always
Tuesday.
Cinnamons and strawberries with you, man.
But a question while we had this little short break in our explanation. So is there any budgeting tools you use, or it's just some kind of freestyling type deal that you and sis use? And if it's some kind of freestyling tip, how do y'all budget for the whole year?
All right. So we've been doing the whole year for this will be the 2021 will be the third year that we've been doing it. So it becomes easier every year. So to your first question, as far as tools and stuff like that, there's like Mint and what is it? You Need a Budget. Dave Ramsey has the Total Money Makeover budget, or whatever it's called, or every dollar budget, where they assign every dollar a budget, a name is how they call it. So there's different philosophies and different budgets, and I've tried a few of those, but I like spreadsheets, so I ended up building my own based on some different things. That very first year, what we ended up doing, and it was a pain in the ass, is we took all of our statements from the past year and imported them into an Excel spreadsheet. And then what we did is we filtered by category, so you could see, okay, for car related expenses, we spent this in the year. For food, we spent this. For gas, we spent this. For miscellaneous random crap, we spent this. For going out to eat, we spent this. So then it kind of gave you, all right, on average, we spent about $300. I'm just making up a number, but on average, we spent about $300 eating out.
Right.
Is what it came up when we looked at the spreadsheet, for example. And we looked at it and said, should we really be spending that much eating out? And, you take that number and you go down. Or, we budget, say, $500 for food or something like that, for example. That works when it was three of us. Now, Junior likes to eat like there's no tomorrow. So is that number going to work? And he's only getting bigger. So you got to factor that in, too. So it helps you really work in there. And all those budgeting tools will help you do that. But as long as you look at it, and you got to remember that, because for me, when I first started when I first got a real job, I made this expense, I wrote it down or put it in a spreadsheet, and tracking does nothing. So you got to be real careful, and don't think that just because you're putting it in a spreadsheet and you putting it in an app or something like that, that you actually have a budget. Kind of like you were talking about, and like we've been talking about, you got to use it to make decisions. And that's where it becomes from just tracking your expenses to actually having a budget, to just make sure that you use that thing to make your decisions and set your goals and figure out what your goals are. Because you'll see certain things like, hey, I spend about $300 a month on liquor. Do I really need to spend that much money on my bottles?
Hell yeah. But I buy them bulk, goddammit. Shit. Hell yeah, that's staying in there all caps. I'm gonna highlight that bitch red and every goddamn thing. That should stay with. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man.
I'm sorry. No.
But no, all jokes aside, though, man, if you do it based on your priorities, and if you like to partake and you ain't going in debt, and you ain't putting, $300 bottles of liquor or bottles in the club on your credit card, you getting it together, so you'll be fine.
No, I ain't spending. I ain't buying
No,
no bottles
what
in
I'm
no
saying
club,
is,
and then that's a waste of
you
money.
you used used to spend money silly like that, but
Yeah.
we've talked, and you're like, hey man, I really realize where I can change things, and
Not
that's
get
all.
inebriated, then go to the club. Save ton of money by switching to Geico, man.
All jokes aside, that's another topic for another day. But there are ways to save money with your insurance and stuff like that too. Just don't get comfortable. And what you'll start doing is, as you track it more, it becomes like a game. And so you're like, okay, I save money here this month.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see where I can cut my money down. It's like every 3 or 4 months, I'll call my internet people and be like, hey, what kind of specials y'all got? Can y'all cut my price down? Can we work something out?
Oh damn, you call them?
Hell yeah, I call them.
They called the shit out of me.
Well, they call the upsell when they're like, hey, do you want to get HBO for 6 months for this? Yeah, they call me for that. But no, I call and say, hey, what kind of specials you got? Or, unfortunately for us, we only have one provider in the area, so you can't do like other people do and play them against each other. Always shopping around for your different insurances, doing stuff like that, man. So you'd be surprised how much money you can save doing those little things. And if you can save $20 here and $15 there and $50 there, you done just added an extra $100 in your budget to pay debt or save or invest or go to something else, man. It's powerful once you see everything. And I know you've done it because you told me, because you're like, once you see everything on paper, you see where it's going, you see where it's coming in, you see, just the silly stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you save so much money.
Yeah. Yeah. And it helps, drive behavior. And one of the things you got to learn is don't sweat everything. Don't be like, oh shit, especially if you're married. Don't be like, I see this $3 charge at Panera. What the hell you doing? Don't be doing
You
all
could buy
that.
something for $3 at Panera with the cookies.
You can get a very small coffee and one sugar.
Cause that shit kind of high at Panera. Shit kind of high.
Oh man,
I got a grilled cheese and tomato soup. That shit was like $15 damn.
Well, funny story, man. We go to Panera like all the time and get like the pick twos, and where you get like a ham sandwich and halves, and you realize for three of us at the time it was like $45.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell am I doing spending $45 for a damn sandwich and some soup?
You spend $20 in Target because you ain't a fan of Walmart. We're gonna go to Target. No, you go shop at Costco.
Costco and Kroger, man.
Yeah. So you can get the same thing for like $20.
No, man, I am not a Walmart fan though. Although I'm not gonna lie, I do find that when there's shit you can't find at other places, Walmart for some reason always has it.
Except for Lysol.
Well, ain't nobody got that right now. So, no, I found like if there's a off light bulb that I need for a room, they got it.
Yep, you just take that light bulb in there like, hey, y'all got this?
Yep, and usually, but they still get on my damn nerves going. I had to mentally prepare to go in Walmart, man.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Target's just a friendlier place, man. Just friendly. Until the holidays, you might die going in there trying to do some Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. But
I seen Target video where the employee was singing Christmas carols. We went to Target the other day. I was expecting to get a warm fuzzy here and Frosty the Snowman. So you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that was a Target in Augusta, bro. They cut a little different.
Some little drummer boy or something, man. You know what I'm saying? One don't put her up, none of that shit going over there.
No,
but seriously, but as far as budgeting goes, something else that I do. There
you go.
Something else I do is the extra money that I find that I don't need to spend. Like I said, streaming apps to whatever. I still conduct myself as that money is coming out.
Sure.
But I save it. I put it somewhere else. If I don't save it, I put it into an extra little stock or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I move the money somewhere else, not just spending it on this damn streaming app that I don't fucking use at all.
Yeah.
And car notes is another prime example. You know what I'm saying? Once I started budgeting and paying more than just the principal, I guess that's called, if I'm not mistaken.
No, paying more to the principal, yeah.
Yeah, I pay more to the principal, and that's knocking that car note right out the box right there, man. Like the extra money that I'm not saving or investing, I put that shit towards my fucking car note, man. And it's been working out great for me.
Nothing like when you get that title in the mail.
I'm working on a bit, though.
Yeah, man. Hey, when we paid Kim's car off and they said, "Oh, you overpaid by $7," give my money. Give my money.
Yeah, I remember when I overpaid for child support and I got a check. I had to call them and ask them, was that shit for real? Excuse me. I just got this check for X amount of dollars. Is this right? Yes, sir. You actually overpaid, and y'all sure y'all want to keep it for later? No, sir. That's your check. Well, thank you. Ain't God good? Because I don't know how I was gonna pay this light bill. Look at that.
You should have went back in there to them mean child support ladies and showed them, see,
I'm doing how's this doing what I'm supposed to do, post.
Yeah, man. But get in the habit of budgeting. Read some books, check some blogs, check some Facebook posts, try different ones. Like I said, Dave Ramsey's Every Dollar is a good one to start with. You need a budget.
Yeah.
Hell, Google Sheets, they have budget templates that you can use. As long as you get in the habit, start doing it and start using it. Don't just make it, put your stuff in there and don't look at it.
Yeah.
Use it to make decisions. Use it
You
to see
gotta
what you're doing.
adjust.
Yeah. See where you're making mistakes at. Just use it regularly. And then after a while, it gets to a point when so much stuff is on autopilot, you have it there, but it becomes more of a reference, and you don't have to use it. Like, I mean, for us right now, I log it just to make sure I keep track. But I mean, so much stuff is just automatically going. It's like, all right, well, everything's done what it's supposed to do. I guess I'll go to Total Wine again and see what's going on over there. But yeah, just keep it up, keep going, and you'll be fine.
Hennessy out the lockbox.
No.